This is Module 5 of the PCS Hazard Communications Training, November 2013. We left off last training with label requirements and the first two components of the new components of that label, the signal word and the pictogram. And now we're going to talk about the hazard statement, which means a statement assigned to a hazard class and category that describes the nature of the hazards of a chemical, including where appropriate the degree of hazard. Example, fatal if swallowed, which is an acute oral toxicity. On our sample label from the OSHA Quick Card, the hazard statement, highly flammable liquid and vapor, may cause liver and kidney damage. The fourth and final new component of the label requirements is the precautionary statement, which means a phrase that describes recommended measures that should be taken to minimize or prevent adverse effects resulting from exposure to a hazardous chemical or the improper storage or handling of that chemical. Examples: do not eat, drink, or smoke when using this product, and also keep container tightly closed. The statements assigned to a chemical address the following four areas: prevention, response, storage, and disposal. And referring to our OSHA Quick Card again, the sample label, the precautionary statements are contained here. The chances of a label mimicking the sample label in the OSHA Quick Card are probably not very likely. And so here's a sample of a label that would be more anticipated out in the workplace. And although it looks different, it still contains all of the same requirements. We have a batch number, which is the product identifier. We also have down here the supplier of that chemical. And then we have the signal word, warning. We have the hazard pictogram. We have the hazard statement, harmful if swallowed. And then we have precautionary statements, wash hands, and then also first aid. So we're looking at of the four components of the hazard or of the precautionary statement. We're looking at prevention in this one, and then the response in this one. The third and final major change to the standard are safety data sheets, which in the current standard are referred to as MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheets. The safety data sheet is a detailed source of information about the chemical. The SDS has many audiences, be it workers in plant where the chemicals are produced and or packaged, railroad or trucking company employees who ship the packages, manufacturers who use the chemical to produce other products, end users of the products including distributors, retailers, and consumers. PCS would be in that category. And don't forget about first responders and medical personnel who may become involved in an emergency situation involving any of the above audiences. The SDS is thus a reference to help ensure a chemical is handled safely. New safety data sheets will be organized using a specified order of information. The required information will appear in the same sections of an SDS regardless of the supplier, and the most important information will be listed in the first few sections of the SDS. The current MSDS have 7 sections, as we noted in an earlier module. The new SDS sheets have 16 listed here. And here. Now, before I go to the last one, the italicized ones here, 12, 13, 14, and 15, will not be enforced by OSHA because they are other agencies that regulate this information. So we need to be concerned about 1 through 11. And that is the end of module number 5.